You know, it's kind of wild. A few years ago, Sneako was that deep-thinking, camera-savvy guy making videos about life, society, the Matrix, stuff that actually made you stop and think. Fast forward to today, and he's banned, beefing with creators and pretty much the internet's favorite punching bag. What happened? How did a YouTuber who seemed so ahead of the game become the villain in everyone's story? There was a time when he was seen as a visionary, a creator who used fast-paced edits and raw honesty to cut through the noise. He wasn't chasing trends, he was challenging them. Even Mr. Beast acknowledged that Sneako was going to be big.
At number 2, I have Sneako, and if you've ever seen Sneako's videos, you realize that they're kind of addicting. Once you start watching them, it's kind of hard to stop. He's so straightforward with things, and he's not biased on anything. He'll let you know anything that's on his mind.
But somewhere along the way, things changed dramatically. Today, Sneako is no longer known for deep commentary or bold creativity. He's known for controversy, red pill rants, platform bans, and a feud with one of YouTube's most respected creators. So how did we get here? This is the rise and fall of Sneako, YouTube's lost philosopher turned pariah.
Holy shit, everyone, it's me, I'm here. What do people think of you? This is what we live for. It isn't how can I make myself better, it's if I go hiking this weekend, how many Instagram likes could I get if I take a selfie next to a tree? Our image is everything, and if you pay attention, you'll see the lengths people go to maintain this. Virtually everything you do is an anticipation of how someone else is gonna react. You know that guy who says he doesn't give a fuck about what people think, or, you know, don't get offended if you don't like my beliefs, shit like that? That guy does care. They all care. He just wants people to think that he has a personality too. So don't be that cunt, please. Just be a different guy. Don't be that guy.
I've always maintained that the red pill is for incels who don't realize that everything they glorify is feminine. Miami is the city for sparkly bottle girls on your Instagram story, but hopefully if you're a man, you know that's not what defines your masculinity. You could try to cover it up in plastic surgery and rental cars, but nobody will respect a man that's never been punched in the face.
Back in the day, before all the drama, Sneako was doing something different. He wasn't chasing trends or beefing with other creators. He was making these low-key cinematic videos about society, freedom, reality, the kind of stuff that felt like it came from someone who actually read books. He had this unique way of mixing personal stories with big-picture questions, like, what's real, or why do we all follow the same path? People in the comments were calling him the future of YouTube, and for a while he kinda was. Sneako didn't blow up from loud thumbnails or shot content. His rise was organic, and frankly, earned. At just 20 years old, he was uploading short, tightly edited videos with fast jump cuts, philosophical monologues, and a raw, street-style aesthetic that felt fresh and original. His 2018 video, The Matrix is Real, racked up over 1 million views. In it, he critiques societal systems and pressures in a way that resonated with people feeling lost in modern life. Another video, How to View Women, walked a nuanced line, not demonizing anyone but exploring insecurities around relationships and masculinity. People saw him as a younger, grittier Casey Neistat. He wasn't afraid to question everything, and viewers respected that. But around 2021, viewers noticed a shift. The deep dive videos slowed down, live streams ramped up, the tone got harsher, more cynical. Sneako's content took a hard turn. It went from asking deep questions to just straight-up rants. Like, bro was angry, real angry, about women, society, politics, you name it, and honestly, that's when a lot of his OG fans started bouncing. Sneako began leaning into polarizing content. Rants about modern women, criticisms of feminism, and support for traditional gender roles. It was no longer commentary, it was confrontation. One infamous stream clip showed Sneako mocking female streamers, calling them talentless and saying they only succeed because of their looks. That clip alone sparked huge backlash, and it wasn't a one-time thing. He started defending controversial figures like Andrew Tate, praising his takes on masculinity and success. In one video, Sneako says, Tate is just saying what everyone's afraid to admit. But here's the thing. When you change your message, you change your audience, and not always for the better.
You are just simply duped by the likes of Sneako. Like, you think Sneako is an honest broker? You think Andrew Tate is an honest actor? Or do you want to use this in an Islamophobic way so it now suits your purpose to assume that they're honest brokers here? Were they conservative before they found the light of Allah? Or do you think that that is just simply an extension for them?
By 2022, Sneako wasn't just a YouTuber. He was a fire starter. The drama was constant, the backlash louder than ever. Sneako went from controversial to full-on toxic for a lot of people. He made jokes that crossed the line, and the internet, it clapped back hard. But the most viral controversy came during his feud with Penguin Zero, aka Moist Critical. Sneako mocked Charlie's relationship and called him a soy boy beta male. Classic red pill insult. Charlie responded with a calm, devastating takedown. He stood in front of a camera, holding a weapon, and absolutely dismantled Sneako's arguments without ever raising his voice. And then came the bans. One by one, platforms started dropping him. YouTube demonetized him, Twitch suspended him, and suddenly he was forced to take his message somewhere else. But by then, the damage was already done. In September of that year, YouTube banned not one, but 2 of his channels for violating community guidelines. He responded by migrating to Rumble, saying it was the only place he could speak freely. The internet roasted Sneako for weeks. Memes, TikToks, Twitter threads, you name it. This wasn't just a loss, this was a career shift.
If you don't know me, I stream on rumble.com/Sneako. I was banned off of Twitch, banned off of YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok, but luckily Elon Musk reinstated me on Twitter, and Twitter's been blowing up right now. It's the golden age. Advice for everybody.
At this point, Sneako wasn't a creator anymore. He was a character. Someone people watched not for insight, but for outrage. He tried pivoting to free speech activism, framing himself as a truth teller, silenced by the system. But critics saw through it. His streams became echo chambers, repeating red pill talking points, dunking on feminists, and embracing conspiracy theories. Even fans from his early days said, he used to be about ideas, now he's just yelling. With one YouTube comment reading, "Bro was actually so good at this. What happened?" The irony? Sneako once made a video critiquing people who chase clout over creativity. And now he's the perfect example.
Every cloud chaser was just once a forgotten nerd. If you're seeking validation, there will never be enough of it. Nobody actually cares about you. They're all busy having their own main character arc. You'll just be trying to maintain that high of first blowing up forever and ever.
So here's what I think. Sneako's story is a reminder that talent can get you attention, but character is what keeps it. You can be controversial, you can be loud, but if you lose the heart of what made people believe in you in the first place, they'll dip every time. Let me know what you think in the comments. Did Sneako fall off, or did the world just stop listening? Fame doesn't always reward the most thoughtful. Sometimes it rewards the loudest. And the internet is quick to elevate someone, but even quicker to turn when the message changes. Sneako had the potential to be one of the greats. He was creative, different, fearless. But somewhere along the way, fearlessness turned into arrogance and self-awareness turned into ego. And in the end, he didn't just lose his platform, he lost the audience that once believed in him. From philosopher to pariah,